Hi, my name is Icarus. Life has been really hard for a lot of people right now, including me. So, to give you a break from daily monotony and whatever else you're facing at the moment, I'm gonna talk to you, and you can listen if you'd like, but you don't have to. So, let's talk a little bit about me. I'm Icarus. I like moths and lighthouses and painting, and right now I like living. I like being alive. My name is Icarus. I like lighthouses, moths, and boba tea. Those are three of my most basic likes. Tell you that before we get too deep. I know life has been really hard for a lot of people recently. Especially people who live in the US, and even those who live outside of the US. It has been a variable fuckwad of things, including, but not limited to, politicians being stupid, wartime crises. I think it's called crises. And just a variable other host of things. It could even be as small as parents being douchebags. So, I'm gonna talk to you for a bit today, and we're gonna see how it goes. Um, like I said, I am Icarus. I like moths and lighthouses the most, and I'm going to talk to you today about painting and just general life things going on. Um, without getting too personal, I like painting a lot. It's one of my hobbies, but I don't think I've ever sketched out for a painting. Um, well, unless it was in school. In school, then I sketched it out because the teacher demanded it. But most of the time, I freehand my paintings. Whether it's just the simple landscape um, of like a forest or mountains, or maybe it's just like an abstract painting that I can freehand and not have to worry about anything. But I am planning a big painting. I'm planning a painting of a flower shop window or a cafe window. I'm not completely sure yet on that. But I know that I want to do that. I'm not going to be able to freehand that. I can tell you that now. If I freehand it, it's going to look like shit. And I don't want to freehand it and then it look like shit and me be upset because it looks like shit. I want to be upset because it looks like shit after I didn't freehand it. Because let's be real, most people don't completely like their art, and I'm one of those people. As much as I like my sketches and my drawings, and I think I'm really good at drawing vines and leaves, I have doubts about everything else I do. Um, Unfortunately, that's just how it is. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy a canvas, and while my parents are off on their vacation soon, they're leaving for vacation. I haven't told you that yet. Um, I'm going to just try and draw it. See how it goes. Talk to my friends. See if they can give me some input for it. Because I'm afraid to do it. I'll be real. I am afraid. I'm afraid of a lot of things. Um, Unfortunately, that's just how I am. But I don't want to be afraid to do something and then regret not doing it, because I want to do it. I do. And I think it would look really pretty, and it would go well with a painting I got as a gift. In order to do that, I need to not be afraid. So I'm gonna have my friends help me out. And I think that's gonna be really fun. And what else did I say? We'll talk about life. Life in general has been very messy for a lot of people recently. Um, I've had some good things happen in life, life recently. Um, One of those including, I've been able to go to more Asian markets and be able to try more snacks, which is really fun. And that may just seem simple and like it's not that big of a deal, but to me it is because it shows that I've been able to get out of the house, and go to places I wanted to go, which is just really fun for me. I like being able to tell people, hey, I was able to get out of the house. I was able to make myself go and go somewhere instead of this weird depression cycle of forcing myself to stay inside even when I wanted to go out, or ignoring friends because I felt like if I talked to them, that would somehow be me going outside, which it's not, because they're just online friends. But it still feels that way. So, going outside, and I've recently been speaking to friends and speaking to larger groups of people, I feel like I'm coming out of my cage. And like I'm getting out of that funk cycle of you don't deserve to be happy. Because everyone deserves to be happy. Everyone deserves to live a good life, to be able to be themselves, and to just be able to do things without feeling guilt over doing them. Obviously, if you're doing a bad thing, you should feel guilty for doing that bad thing. But if you're just doing something as simple as going outside, you should be able to go outside and feel happy. You shouldn't feel like you are stuck inside. And I know that's hard, especially for a lot of people with depression. I've dealt with it for a long time. I'm now 20. I've dealt with it since I was 13. So it's a really hard thing. And I'm really proud of myself for being able to just go outside or simply go to the store and pick up groceries, even though the fucking price of groceries is insane. I'll be real with you. It's fucking awful. We have a local Walmart. I used to go there and buy their chicken strips so I could just eat them for dinner. Super quick, super simple. They used to sell them by the pound. That was great. They now sell them for like 3 pieces for $8. 3 chicken strips for $8? No fucking way. I don't even pay that much at a restaurant for them. Um, so price of groceries is insane. Eggs are insane. Milk is insane. Bread's off the fucking wall. Um, but even just being able to go to the store and be like, oh, I'm able to pick up some groceries, or oh, I'm able to just go outside, even if it's just my parents taking me to a store or anything of that nature. I'm really proud of myself, and I'm really proud of everyone else who can do that. And even if you can't, even if you have trouble doing that, even if you're still stuck in that cycle of being in bed, not wanting to see anybody or not wanting to go outside, I am fucking proud of you. I'm so proud of you. Because you're doing great. You're doing the best you can, and that's all that anyone can ask for. And if anyone asks anything else of you, they fucking suck. If someone wants you to try to be better or be more when you're telling them that you're doing your best, they fucking suck. And that's all that is to it. They suck ass. Um, so just, I'm really happy to be able to do those things. I've also just lost my train of thought. That's gonna happen a lot. Um, this is going to be very unedited. I'm sorry for that. I've lost my train of thought. Getting back to life. Mixed in with the painting. Um, so I'm gonna buy a canvas and I'm going to go out and do those things and I'm going to have fun. I know I am. Even if it takes a little bit and even if life is being really fucking shitty right now, there's going to be a point in time where life is not shitty. Or even if it seems shitty, it's not as shitty as you think. Um, Having friends, being able to talk to people, being able to tell someone, hey, sorry, you're kind of being shitty right now. That's you doing your best. Um, or telling someone, hey, I'm sorry, I know we made plans for today, but I'm not feeling well. Can we cancel or can we reschedule? That's great. That's amazing. And even if it feels really hard, being able to do those things is great. Sorry, I paused because I had to cough. And I'm not coughing on you, I promise. Um, so just being able to do things and being able to get out of the house has been really great for me because it allows me to just feel a bit better. Because being stuck inside all the time kind of sucks. And I'm leading up to a week where I'm going to be pretty much stuck inside all the time because my parents are going on vacation. I mentioned this earlier. My parents are going on vacation. I'm not going with them because they're going to a state that just wouldn't be good for my well-being. It's too hot, and a lot of people there are homophobic. It's somewhere down south. That's all I'm telling you. No need to know more. But it is almost oddly freeing to know that I will be home alone and I can make my own decisions. Even if I'm not going to be able to, like, go places and do things. Unfortunately, I don't have my driver's license. That's just part of it. So just being able to go out and do things and have fun, it's going to be nice and it's going to be great. And just recently, I felt not as adult as I want to be because I'm 20. I'm turning 21 this year in just 3 months. And feeling like an adult has been really hard in the world today because there's a lot of things that 20-year-olds back in the 1900s could do, like 1990. I don't mean like early 1900s. There was a lot they could do then. But I'm talking like the 80s, the 70s, 60s, 90s, early 2000s. There were a lot that 20-year-olds could do that now 20-year-olds can't do. That 20-year-olds just don't have the money to do. And that's really unfortunate. And there's not much I can do about that, unfortunately. I am a singular person in a world that is, while a lot of people are convinced you must be alone, in all reality, a huge part of the world is community. It's finding a community you can fit yourself in, helping that community, and they help you. And that's the great part. But, unfortunately, in America, we are not taught that. We are taught to be very singular, very secular, very secluded from everyone else. Even when it comes to friends, a lot of people think, no, you can't ask your friends for this, or you can't ask your friends for that. But they're your friends. They should help you. They're part of your community. No matter how small that community is, even if you just have one friend, that friend's still your community. They're your friend, but they're also your community. And that's the great part about having friends. So, I'm gonna leave this rambling off here. Because I just looked at the amount of time I've been rambling, and I for sure know that this does not sound great. But I'm not going to edit it. I'm not going to do any of that for this first episode. I just want to say that you are doing great. I'm really proud of you. And I think that no matter what you do, no matter how badly you feel about yourself, you are a great person. And even if you can't get out of bed, and even if it's really hard to get yourself to eat that meal, you're doing fucking amazing. And you deserve everything. Don't push yourself past your limits. Don't be rude to yourself for no reason. And just be nice to yourself. And be nice to the people around you. Unless they're not nice to you. Unless they're a stupid authority figure. Then fucking brick their windows. That's what I have to say. I think that you're gonna do well in whatever you're doing. Drink some water. Get yourself a snack if you haven't. I'm gonna end this episode, podcast, whatever you want to call it, off here. I think you are doing great, and you will continue to do great. So fight on! Do your best!